Oh, well hello, welcome back to Punky's World. I'm actually playing a broken Game Boy. And I have a Game Boy that I got back in 1989 when Game Boys first came out. And I know it's mine because there's a little marking on the back that I did when I was a little kid. I'm putting the game in there, I'm turning it on, no power, nothing. It's got good batteries. They're brand new batteries. Why isn't it turning on? What happened in all those years to make it fail? Now granted, it's missing the plastic screen protector thing that's supposed to go there. It's definitely a little bit yellowed. You know, it's been beat. I found it just thrown in the corner there over at my nephew's house. I'm like, huh, this brings back memories. Let's try it out. And it didn't turn on. What the hell? Can I fix it? I don't know. I'm gonna give it a college dropout try. Let's see if we can get this on the bench. See if we can't get some power back into this son bitch here. So I gotta be completely honest, I have never cracked one of these open before, so I am very curious to what I'm going to find. But anyways, I'm gonna start with my multimeter, and we're gonna make sure that the batteries are good. Yep, that's a good battery. It's a good battery. I farted. That's a good battery. That's a really good battery. It's 167. Usually 160 is what it's supposed to be at. So anyways, we're gonna throw these in there. I can tell already, there's a slight bit of corrosion right there, but it's not super bad. So I'm really wondering what the issue could be necessarily, if it is just corrosion or what, but we're gonna get in there and see. Like I could tell there's a little bit right there, but I don't feel like that's enough to make it not want to turn on. Let's check it out. We're gonna plug these batteries in again, turn it on, still nothing. All right, let's dig into it. I'll get my bag, and this is for the screws as well. I want to get a smaller screwdriver. So I'm unscrewing the Game Boy. I'm unscrewing the screws from the Game Boy, and I don't want to strip these at all. I've got a couple different options. I'm sure this isn't necessarily shitty hardware because, I mean, I don't know. I can't necessarily be sure about that, but the thing's made in Japan back in '89. I have to assume that they use good quality parts. I mean, Game Boys are still around today, like old school Game Boys. Why this one shut off, I mean, I don't know. But we're gonna get to the bottom of it to see if we can see why it doesn't turn on. Because I would actually like to play some of the old games I used to play. There it is. Just needed a little more persuasion. All right, we got a few more screws here, but that might be for the, no, that's for this too. All right, we got a couple more of these bad boys. Okay. I've never opened a Game Boy before. This is so exciting for me. But you know, I'm not a professional on any of this. I just kind of take it upon myself to figure this stuff out. Take a college dropout try and see if I can fix stuff. Okay, so I got all the screws out of there and I'm gonna lift up. Okie dokie. All right. Here we go. Okay. At first glance, I don't see anything wrong. But again, that's first glance. So I'm gonna see if I can pull this cable out. I think it just, oh, there it goes. Yeah. Okay, so it slides out. The cable slides out like that, and now we got two parts of it. Good. 1989 Nintendo right there. Look at that. Wow. All right, we separated the screen and all that from here, and now we need to see what is happening under this battery pack deal and see if it's just really corroded or what the hell is going on. I'll tell you what, we're gonna unscrew these two screws right here. And these screws are gold looking screws compared to the silver ones that were on the housing. And I'm leaving it right there. I'm going to put it in the bag in just a second. Okay, yeah, they're two gold screws. Okay, I'm gonna zip this up because God forbid I lose any parts, that would suck. We're lifting up on the circuit board. And what do I see? I see nothing that's, I don't see any reason why it would not work. And, okay. Unless the switch is bad, maybe? Let's see. See if I can tell. So, okay, the switch is working. I can tell because I'm just running ohms right here. I'm getting 880, and if I turn it off, yes. Okay, yeah, so yeah, the switch is working. Okay. I'm gonna put the button for the on and off switch in here. Okay. And, you know, I'm just gonna throw this in there too. I don't want anything to happen to that. Let's just get it separated. Okay. Well, let's take a look and see what we got here. Okay, I guess I'm gonna test caps. I don't know. I don't know if that's my issue, but zero these out. Okay, good enough. All right. That's a good cap. Okay. That's a good cap. Try these right here. That's a good cap. That's a good cap. Okay. Did we check this one yet? No, we did not. Let's try it. That's a good cap. Okay. Caps look good. What the hell, Garen? And it doesn't look like it's corroded. Like the terminals, they look okay. Oh my. Okay, well let's just feed this cable back in here and maybe we can do some testing with the batteries in. Okay, let's put some batteries in. Let's just see what's going on. Maybe we can check the battery pack on it and see what the buzz is all about. Let's see what volts we have, at least. Power's on. Let's see. No, something's not right. Okay. Let's try this here. Okay, it's at 5.4 volts. It's a 6-volt deal. Okay, so what the hell, Garen? Garen's my brother. Whenever things don't go right, I like to blame him. Oh, it's reversed in it. Yeah, we're not getting proper voltage out of this. What's up? What's up with that? Okay, well, we're going to take out, we're just going to strip the whole thing. Gold screws go in the bag, don't forget. Gold screw. Gold screw. This is the headphone jack that we're taking out. I'm just going to remove everything. And I'm going to take these out to see if maybe it's just so badly corroded somewhere. I mean, it's not even any corrosion on this thing that I feel like would cause an issue with this thing turning on. Oh, there's a little catch right here. You gotta push down on this catch. There it goes. Okay. Popped it out. And yeah, I don't see anything the reason why it would not be conductive at all. Let's try this. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. What the hell, Bjorn? There's a tiny bit of corrosion, but it's so tiny that that's not going to stop it from working. It's just absolutely not going to. I'm going to just brush it anyways. And I tested if it zeroes out on ohms, and it does. So it's making contact, but I'm just going to clean this and scrub it just because, you know, why not? This whole time this fucking camera wasn't on. That's just great. We're going to use this footage. Anyways, I got the piece out right here for the back here, and as you can see, there's no corrosion on it. I just cleaned this one. I have this on ohms audio. That one works. I'm gonna put this one back to where it was because this is not our problem. Okay, so I'm gonna push this tab back a little bit so it pops in place. This goes down here. It should snap. There it goes. Let's just do a simple test real quick. Before I pop this out and do all this bullshit, let's just go like this. Do I have connection? I have connection. Do I have connection here? Oh. Oh. I don't have good connection though. Oh. I think I found our culprit. Right here. It doesn't look like there's a lot of corrosion on it, but I mean, then again, maybe I'm just not. No, this is our problem right here. Okay, we got to get this out. We got to clean this out. We're going to clean them all off. But right there, like there's not a whole lot of, there's a slight, and it's still shiny, you know? Like I've seen stuff that's just been absolutely hammered on with just shit batteries, and yeah, so it's this guy right here. Oh, wait. Maybe you're starting to work a little better because I've been poking at you. I probably scraped some of the corrosion off, but we're gonna pop these off. We're popping them off, and that's all there is to it. All right, come on, off with you. There's a little tab you got to push in, and then while you're pushing that in, you can push this battery pin thing down, if you, whatever you want to call that. Come on, you whore. There it is. Okay. All right, I got this one out. I'm gonna brush it off and clean it. They're made in Japan. All the best stuff's made in Japan. No wonder the circuit failed. It says made in Japan. What do you mean, Doc? All the best stuff's made in Japan. Let's do a little meter test. Let's see if that helped clean it up at all. No, this spring is not doing too well. What up, Cup? Hang on, let's test the spring itself. Yeah, spring itself works. Ah, something's up here. Let's see. Let's see if I can twist the spring a little bit. Let's see if that helped. Okay, look at that. Okay, so I was able to turn the spring a little bit, and now we got continuity here. We got yeah, much better. Okay, cool. With that being said, I'm gonna take them all out, and I'm just gonna turn the springs a little bit. I'm gonna clean up the terminals. This one I scraped and made it a little more sexier. Cool. All right. Okay. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on, baby, light my fire. Har. Oh, so close. I don't know if you can see it, but the pin, it's like, it's right in there. It's right inside of there, and it's a tiny pin. You got to push on the side, and then you can push down on that prong. So let's keep going there. We're so close too. Oh my goodness. Ah! Ha! Okay, I got it off. Again, a little bit of slight corrosion, like the slightest amount. We're gonna make this work. It's gonna be beautiful. We got these two deals right here. I already scrubbed this one. It seems to have fixed it. Yep, and this one, that's working still too, but I'm gonna just turn the spring ever so slightly because it'll help with any kind of corrosion on there. Okay, we're gonna scrub this guy. We're not gonna scrub the spring. We're gonna scrape that. Yeah, I guess we will scrub the spring, but ever so gently. I don't wanna tweak the spring because I still need that to go back in the battery pack. And then I will be rotating the spring slightly because if it is sitting on just a tiny bit of corrosion, you won't be able to play your Mario Brothers or your Tetris or everybody's got what is the thing now? Game Boy Colors? I don't even know. I'm not a gamer. I'm not a gamer. Okay, I'm gonna turn it a little more. I'm just turning it back and forth. See, ever so slightly, back and forth, back and forth. There we go. Okay, these springs can pop off too, so just be careful when you're turning them back and forth. Don't go too much because then it'll pop off. You're like, oh shit, where's my spring? And then you'll be like dissecting something else to make it work. Okay, great. Great. Okay, so these are done, and the way you put them back in right here is that this little pyramid or this little thing that looks like a poop, depending how you look at it, that is your negative side. This is the negative and this is the positive. So we're gonna put this in there. I don't know if you can tell, but it's flat right now. And so what needs to happen is, in order to go back in there and lock in place, I need to push the pin slightly out like this. There we go. It's just enough for it to catch on the thing and stay in place. And don't bend it too much because you'll screw it up. And it should snap back into place. Yes. Yeah, snap back into place. Okay, I'm just gonna, again, I just pushed the tab out just slightly right there, just to get it in. And I'm gonna drop it in place like so. Yeah. Nice. And they both clicked because they got into place. We're gonna test it in the game. Done. And this one, this is fine. Let's just do a test. Let's see. Before I put this whole thing back together like a madman, let's put the batteries in, like so. Let's get the cover too. And we're gonna just see if it turns on. Positive to here. Negative from here. Negative lead is here. Let's just see if anything powers on. Oh my god. No shit. 2JZ, no shit.
2JZ, no shit.
We're gonna turn it off again. Let's try Bugs Bunny. Good old Bugs Bunny.
What's up, Doc?
Okay. Oh shit. This music brings me back. Holy crap. Bugs Bunny. Oh, there's passwords too. Super rad. Oh, nostalgia. Okay, I think you go in the doors here. Yeah! Gotta get the carrots. go to the door, you gotta go down. I can't really see, so it's all you, audience, to watch where I'm at. Here we go. Next level. I got 6 lives. Oh, there's Sylvester. We'll see what happens when you kid him. Oh, that's nostalgia. All right. Well, it works. Let's put it back together now. Look at it. It's like Frankenstein. Look at this. Oh, yeah, baby. I got a couple jumper wires on it just to make sure it turns on. Right now, it's still at 6.2 volts right now on the meter because I have the leads in. That's cool. All right. Well, let's turn it off and put it back together now. So, I'm gonna take the batteries out for right now. We don't need them in here. So we're gonna pull the cable. That's right. Pull the cable out. Okay, so we can work. Okay, get back into this. Bugs Bunny, oh my gosh. That takes me back. You have no idea, audience. Actually, it can wrap back here. I see. Okay. You can go down in here on the side. Hopefully you can see this. I'm just tucking the cables down the side of this trench right here as carefully as I can. I don't want to split any of them. I really don't want to have to solder these cables. That won't be fun. Get in there. There we go. Okay, cool. That one's in there. And remember, we're doing the gold ones, okay? The gold screws is what holds this down. That's what's up. Yes, I'm taking all the gold ones out of the bag so I have them lined up. Oh, mosquitoes right there. Get out of here, mosquito, you dick. Gold screw goes here. Okay, another gold screw goes right here. Gold screw right here. Looks pretty copacetic to me. All right, all we have left is some screws. The cable, we got to put that back in there. And I'm gonna try to show you. It's tough to show you, but little deal right here. Cable slides up in there. And make sure all the pins are in there well, because otherwise your screen won't work, and that'll suck. Okay, let's see if we can go out this here. Okay, I feel like it's in. Let's put some batteries in just to make sure we're still good here. Oh yeah. Okay, there's no game, so it's all right. Cool. Nice, nice, good clicking noise. Okay, and we're gonna pull those batteries out because we do have a few more screws to go in there. Okay, they're all the same size. I'm just gonna start firing away and throwing these in. I know I'm being redundant. I'm just shocked. That little corrosion could just stop the unit from working just like that. But this is good. You know, maybe you're having the same problem with your Game Boy, and you know, maybe this will help guide you. We have enough screws to put it back together. We didn't lose any screws. Could it be because they were all in a bag and they didn't fall on the ground? Maybe. Oh my goodness. Okay, last screw. Okay, batteries are going in. All right, I got Snoopy! Ah, look at that. I'm just trying to get all the wood stuck up. That is awesome! It works! Let's see if I... Yep, we can pause the select button. Okay. Hey, thanks for joining me on this episode of Punky's World, where we just fix shit. That's exactly what we did. This thing wasn't turning on at all, wasn't working. We took it apart, and we found out that even though there wasn't a lot of corrosion on there, there was just enough corrosion for that spring not to be making enough contact. I'm just glad that I was able to put this thing back in service, and now I don't have to pretend to play. I can actually play my Bugs Bunny game. And like I said, this brings back memories. This is my original Game Boy from 1989. And who knows, maybe we'll retro bright it, we'll do something, we'll fix it up, maybe get another screen piece right there, and you know, we'll make another video about that. But anyways, thank you so much for joining me. We'll see you on the next episode. Cheers.